welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a makeup routine and also show you guys how I do my hair on an average day. A few people have asked for a makeup routine, so I just thought I'd do it. I'm not too good at makeup, so I was a bit unsure whether to do this or not because I don't think anyone can learn anything from me, but I always find it interesting to see the different ways people do the makeup, so I just thought I'd give it a go. So I'll just get straight into it. So first, I've already used the moisturising lotion, the Cetaphil one, which I use every day. And then I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've used this a few times now and I really like it. It's just a really nice base for your makeup. Sorry, I've got a mirror here. I've got to use this mirror because I don't have any other mirrors. So if I'm looking here all the time, that's fine. Get quite a bit on my fingers. And I'll just rub it in. It's as simple as that, really. The annoying thing is, my skin has been really nice for days. And as soon as I want to film this, it goes horrible. I've actually attempted to film this so many times, but the sun has been too bright. I mean, I can't complain because I love the sun, but it has been quite annoying when it's been so cloudy and then I've tried filming the video and the sun comes out. So I'm sorry if the lighting's really inconsistent in this video. It's just because the sun is playing games and I don't have a ring light, so just make sure it's everywhere. So I think I've covered that now. I'm just going to leave that to set in for a little minute. How are you guys anyway? Are you doing okay in lockdown? I think we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I'm being hopeful, but the news seems to be getting better. So that's always a good sign. I mean, I only read the good news. That's probably why I'm more positive. Next, I actually do my eyebrows. This might be controversial, but hey. That's how I do it. First, I just get a spoolie. I mean, I apologise for how dirty all my makeup is. That's actually disgusting, but you know how it is. You put it in your makeup bag and it gets gross, so I'm sorry. Brush up my eyebrows first with a spoolie, like this. And then I use the Glossier Brow Flick. Let's just shake it up a little bit. It's just a blonde one. I always find it hard choosing colours for eyebrow products because my hair is actually dark blonde, so it's quite hard to find products that are dark blonde really, that are either really blonde or it's too dark. So I think this is quite a good match. Okay, I'm quite embarrassed about my eyebrows because I just hate my eyebrows. I'm not very good at my eyebrows, I'll admit that. So don't judge me, please. It's just the way that I do it. So I just try and like imitate hair. So I just do little strokes. I mean, it's probably going to go really bad. You know, sometimes your eyebrows go really well and then sometimes they go horrible. I just try my best with what I have. I just try and not do too much because I feel like if I keep going over it and going over it, it gets really clumpy. Especially with this, this brow product. I feel like it really accumulates in like different places and it gets a bit much. How's everyone feeling with Valentine's Day coming up? I'm feeling okay. I've got some cards to send a few of my friends for Valentine's and that's about it. That's all I'm doing. But let me know if you have any nice Valentine's Day plans or Galentine's Day plans. I think I'll probably just buy myself some flowers. I could literally sit here all day trying to do my eyebrows and they would never go right. I would really love for someone else who's good at eyebrows to do my eyebrows, like to try and do them, because I just feel like they're really difficult. Like, I don't know if it's just me who can't do eyebrows or if mine are just really not easy to do. I mean, when I've got the rest of my makeup on, it kind of evens out and it doesn't look as bad. That's what I try telling myself. So next I'm going to go in with this Infallible Concealer by L'Oreal and I'm just going to dot it around my face on some imperfections that I may have before I put my foundation on. So I've got a few little spots here. I keep getting spots on my lips. It's really annoying because it looks like cold sores and it's not. And they take forever to heal as well. I find like spots near your lip. I don't know what it is, but they just take forever. I'm very lucky that my skin is so much better than it used to be. I used to have really, really bad acne. So I need to be grateful. Even if I have a few spots, it's nothing compared to what I used to have. And even if you do have acne, so what? Literally, so what? I've cared so much my whole life. It's really ruled my life, and it's just not worth it. Like, why am I start worrying about that? When I'm 90, I'll think, why did I spend all that time worrying about my skin when I could have been out doing things? I mean, not so much now because, you know, quarantine, but I could be thinking about much more valuable things than if my skin's bad. Okay, so next I think I'm going to do my eyeshadow and then my foundation so that it doesn't like fall down my face. I think I'm just going to do an eyeshadow look that I've done for so many years now. It's stuck with me. I mean, I think it suits me, so I just do the same one. I don't experiment with any other eyeshadow look. I mean, every now and again I might, but I always go back to this eyeshadow look. So I usually just go for like an orange kind of colour. So I'm going to use this Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills that I've had for longer than I care to admit. And I'm going to use the shade Burnt Orange, which is this one. As you can see, it's very much used. So I'm just going to use that shade in my crease with this Real Techniques brush. Absolutely no idea which Real Techniques brush this is, so it's rubbed off. I don't know. I am the worst YouTuber in the world. It's like a dome. I'm just going to run that through my crease. And I'm just going to buff it into the outer corner as well as I'm doing that. Blend. That's what I always learned from all those tutorials that I watched. Blend and blend until you can't blend anymore. And then I'm going to put the colour in the outer crease just to define it a bit more. Oh, I might use this one. This palette that I've got the mirror in is Charlotte Tilbury palette. I also don't know the name of this. I'm so good. And then I'm going to use this colour. It's like a darkish brown. Just going to work that into my outer crease. Just to give a bit more definition. And then on the lid, I'm just going to use this Kiko. Oh, I actually have a shade on this. Magnetic Impact eyeshadow in the shade 102. This is gorgeous. It's just like a bronzy shade on this Makeup Geek dome brush. Again, don't have the number or the name of it. It's very old. I stole it from my sister. So, and then I'm going to use the Mario Badescu spray just to wet my brush. Spray. Okay. And I'm just going to take that in there. Just get it all in. Gonna get that on my lid. I think I'm just going to use my finger. This is not working out. I'm just going to get it on my finger. See, that's much better. Okay, so next I'm going to do my foundation. I'm going to go in with the NARS foundation in Mont Blanc. And it's Shea Glow. So I'm just like dot this around my face. And I'm going to use this Real Techniques 200 foundation brush to blend that in. It's very controversial. I know some people use the beauty blender still. I used to use the beauty blender. I just don't think it really works for my skin anymore, so I prefer a brush. Some people use the hands. Whichever works best for you, gals and guys. You do you. I'm just going to literally just blend that in. I love the finish of this foundation. It's like so nice. If anyone's got any dupes for this, please tell me because it's so expensive, but I just literally have used so many different foundations and I still can't find one that I like as much as this. So now that I've blended my foundation in, I'm just going to buff my eyeshadow out again because I just feel like sometimes it creates like a harsh line if I put my foundation on. There we go. I usually use the bronzer in this Charlotte Tilbury palette, but as you can see, I've fully run out. I mean, this palette is quite old, so it doesn't really surprise me. I've just been using the bronzer in this little gift set, and it's the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. So I'm just going to get that on my Real Techniques brush again. Does she know what one it is? Absolutely not. So I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, if there is any. You know, what's there. I think we're going to go for a walk today, which should be nice. I haven't been out the house in like 3 days, so should probably do that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that again, just on the top of my forehead. Right, okay, so now I'm going to use some blusher on my cheeks. And this is the English Rose blusher, and it's by Dome. I think Beth got this in a glossy box and I stole it. Do you see a running theme with me stealing Beth's makeup? She doesn't really wear it that much, so I'm like, I'm having this. This is like a really nice, just rose kind of colour. I mean, it's called English Rose, so you'd hope that it resembled a rose, but there you go. I think this is just nice and toned down. It's not too bright. I'm just going to kind of do it on the apples of my cheeks there. I don't know if I said, but I just put a tiny bit of blusher on my nose. And then on my nose as well, I just put a bit of this Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. It's not like a really bold highlighter, but it's nice and, you know, subtle. And just on my head, I'm just going to use this Luna by Luna translucent powder because throughout the day my head gets quite oily. So I just like to put a tiny bit of powder on, but not too much. I don't really like a matte look, really. Just going to do that, try to get it in the brush a bit. And then I'm just literally going to really lightly dust that on my head. I used a Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face brush for that. I'm just going to try and just go back in on my eyebrows and just make it a more defined line underneath. So now I'm just going to do my mascara. First I'm just going to take a curling wand and curl my lashes. This is very dirty. Apologies. I'm going to use the Glossier Mascara Lash Slick and just cover my lashes in that. Got this for Christmas and it's nice, but I just don't know if it's Maybelline standard, but I think Glossier a lot of the time is very like natural makeup, so maybe that's why it's not as bold as I'm used to. And then I'm just going to do a tiny bit on my lower lashes. Apologies for my mascara face. I find it hard to do it like that across my face, so then I always end up with it on my nose, but who cares? I don't really have a technique with mascara, I just kind of like brush it on and sometimes twirl the stick a little bit. Okay, so I think that's it for makeup apart from my lipstick, but I like to do that after I've done my hair. I don't know why, I just feel like if my hair's getting in the way, it comes off, so I'm just going to go get my straighteners and then I'll be back to do my hair. Sometimes I curl my hair and sometimes I straighten it, but today I think I'm going to use my round Revlon brush just to add some volume, and then I'm going to do my bangs with my straighteners. I find this like blow dryer brush even works like on your dry hair just to add some volume. I think it's called a 3-step blow drying brush, something like that, but you can get it on Amazon, which is where I got mine. I actually got mine on Black Friday, so it was a really good deal. I still think it's worth it at full price because it's honestly saved my life. I love it. I'm just gonna take it in sections and just curl it under. Just gonna take the second section down now. Check that my parting's right because it usually isn't. Okay, so I'm all finished with that. It's just curled it under a tiny bit. I think it's just added a bit more volume than straighteners would. So now I just get my bangs separately. I'm literally still trying to figure out my bangs. I've had them for quite a few months now and they still baffle me every day. Okay, this is it. So I'm just going to get my straighteners and I have them on quite a low setting, otherwise I find that it kinks. You can see how long it takes me to do them. And they still look ridiculous. They're not the best. I think we are just gonna have to work with that. Okay, so I just had to go on a massive hunt around the house to find a lipstick because I lose my lipsticks about 5 times a day. So I'm gonna use a MAC Velvet Teddy. Oh, I've just got it in this little mini size. Love how Velvet Teddy looks different on everyone, like all different skin tones, it looks like totally different. Okay, so I think that's me ready now. This is my finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye. My hair's like dark brown, so the blonde sometimes is a bit too blonde. I mean, I actually can't speak today. So many people right now are going to be thinking, what the hell are you actually doing? Just remember, you probably have nice eyebrows. My hair is getting in my face. Apologies for the bit of dandruff in my hair there. I'll just flip them like this. I mean, that hasn't worked, so I'm going to do it again.